Hello there, comics in Moore, New Jersey. Demon Phil here. Going to go ahead and bring you a book review this evening. And the book that we have gotten that I'm going to go ahead and do right now, Jack Purcell. I actually reached out to him and asked if he would like to go ahead and have a review. He absolutely jumped at the chance. He's got a book here. It's a graphic novel, Malice and Mistletoe. It is a beautiful looking book, for one thing. And as you can see, fairly large. Definitely keeps your interest. The way it was packed, because I always like to go through that, packed very well. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. No bent corners. Nothing jammed in the side of it. No, the bubble wrap and everything held in there, and it had cardboard in there as well to go ahead and make sure it stayed intact. Came out great. I will say that greatly enjoyed opening it up to find a remark that he put in there, a very large remark, and made out to me. So I definitely appreciate and thank him for that. That was very cool getting that. Just makes it a little more personal experience. Now, getting into the book. Malice and Mistletoe. It's not Christmas time, no matter what you think, and the days are all running together and all. But this book is about Christmas, and it's a very different book. I'm going to go ahead and put it that way. Let me see if I can find something here that I can actually show. First of all, this is not a kid's book. There's some language in here. There's no nudity. There's a lot of violence, but I definitely would not say that it was a kid's book. It is done primarily in black and white. However, if you can see that real quick, the only colors that are in here, red and green, to go along with the Christmas theme. So it's very interesting. So the book. There is a guy in here by the name of Eldon who is, for lack of better terms, a fixer. He goes and fixes problems, however they need to be fixed. And his main rule is he never takes out a witness. Okay, that's fine and all. Well, I guess that gets the attention of Claus. This is where it gets interesting because Claus goes ahead and brings him into his organization. I kid you not. And they talk about, getting him to do a job for him, which is to go kill his brother, which is Krampus. And that's just where it starts getting interesting. I'm not going to give away the whole thing and tell you the spoilers in here or whatnot, but it's got a mafia feel to it. There is a comedy aspect that is in there as well to go ahead and keep it a little lighthearted. The artwork is amazing. I mean, as far as, it's black and white, so I like that anyway because it gives it the horror aspect to it. But whenever you're trying to show emphasis on there by using the colors of red and green, and they're used in just the right way on there, really makes it pop. And then on top of that, the dialogue, never once did I find myself reading this, and I read it all in one setting, that I was, having a problem with reading it by any means. It was very clear, very concise, going along with the story. You didn't know what was going to happen, but you found yourself really wanting to know what could possibly happen with this. And yeah, it was a very fun ride. I will put it that way. As far as I'm concerned, it definitely gets a demon thumbs up on this. It's a book that took me by surprise because I had not heard of it, and I'm not that big into holiday books by any means. But this one is not your typical holiday book. So I liked the fact that they went ahead and took it a step further and just made it where it's a lot more interesting that way. What I would like to say is that the book itself has, it's based around certain codes. I'm not going to say morals because that's not the case, but it's a code of ethics for a hitman. And we've all seen movies or read books and things like that where it has a hitman in there and he has a code of ethics, which is fine. But this code of ethics either puts him on the nice list or the naughty list. And it's interesting to see how that plays out on there because we all know who Claus is, or we thought anyway, and being on a naughty or nice list was just a simple terminology thing to us. It's a little different in their world. And it makes it very interesting to go ahead and read through that. The intricacies on whenever he gets to the North Pole and how the organization is built up there. And again, I'm trying not to give things away on here, but it's definitely got some serious detail work that was put into there that you would not have thought of. And it's very rare that I see anything, especially being the super fan that I am with the comics and things of that nature, and being involved in the industry, that I see things that take me off of my wheelhouse of what I've already been dealing with. And well, this one did. And it's nice to see that. And because of that, that is definitely that definitely gets the Demon Seal of approval. It is a must-have as long as you are not a child. There is a lot of language. There is a ton of violence, but it is absolutely beautifully done in here. And just, I mean, I can't even show you how well a lot of this artwork is, because I don't know exactly what all is on the page that I don't want to either give away or have something come up on here that's going to get me banned for a while, because I can't have that. But the book itself it's absolutely gorgeous. And you can even see on the chapter breaks, I like whenever you take a chapter break and you make it a personal setting. Each chapter break is different. So it has a different type of chapter break on there, different name to it, along with a picture inside of the snowflake that changes up. It gives it a very fluid feel to what's going on and makes it a very fun and enjoyable book. You find yourself rooting for one person, and all of a sudden you're rooting for another, and then you're back to rooting for another, and you're back to rooting for the same person again. It's a vicious circle that just keeps going on there, and it is definitely one ride that I enjoyed going on once, and I wouldn't mind going and doing it all over again. I am going to enjoy having this one in my collection and being able to read that over and over. I would highly recommend that you take a look at this, get involved in it. I will have the links available to where you can go in there and actually get with Jack or go directly to the source and get this ordered. But it definitely needs to be one in your collection. You can wait until the holidays if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it. And it sure seems like Jack is actually working on some other items as well. So by the time the holidays come around, you never know what's going to happen. But this is my review for Malice and Mistletoe by Jack Purcell. Definitely take a look at it. Tell me what you think. I'd like to hear what your views on it. It's one that I can't talk a lot about because I don't want to give it away, but I want to hear your thoughts on this. So leave them in the comments whenever you get a chance. We'll see how it plays out as well. Demon Phil, Comics and More, New Jersey. Keep it indie, y'all.